What's good, good people? It's your man, Phat Daddy. As always, let me start off by saying Daddy loves y'all. Now today, Phat Daddy's hungry. And payday hadn't got here yet. So we finna do a little bit of hood cooking, but it's some good cooking. I looked in the freezer and I found a handful of shrimp. Looked in the pantry and I found a pack of those disgusting ramen noodles. But we gonna take them ramen noodles and make us some delicious Oriental food. We're gonna make Phat Daddy's version of Thai chili prawns with noodles. Well, y'all sit back and watch old Phat Daddy hook it up hood style. Phat Daddy's in the house. 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 Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Phat Daddy's in the house. I started off by cooking me a pack of ramen noodles. I know this recipe is a shrimp recipe, but I didn't have shrimp noodles. And the struggle is real. So I got the plain chicken flavored noodles. I threw a little bit of chili flake in there and a little bit of my chili sauce, Thai chili sauce, and cooked them down. And I let them cook a little longer than the 3 minutes that they recommend. So they cooked on down. And that's the start of my noodles. In order to make the Thai chili sauce, I'm going to start off with about a half of a stick of butter. Put that on the eye, medium-low heat. Let that break down. To that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of garlic. That's minced garlic. To that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of my Thai chili sauce. Now I bought sweet Thai, and since the struggle is real, I'm not going to go buy anymore. So in order to extend the heat, I'm also adding a little bit of Thai sriracha chili sauce. Doesn't have the flakes and the color to it, but it is still the flavor. And that's because that's what I had in my pantry. You use what you have in yours. Oh, the struggle is real. Phat Daddy not sending anybody out to buy something that you don't already have when you can use something else. For a little bit of Asian flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce, just a little bit, a couple of drops. And to make it good, a little bit of brown sugar. And you just cook that down until the brown sugar is conglomerated. You may add a little more heat if you like. You may back the heat down. Well, you can't back the heat down once you've added it. But if you want to add a little more heat, you can add a little sriracha blend or some actual chili flakes. Whatever it is that you like to add up, to bring up your heat. Now mine is a little thicker than I thought it should be. So I'm going to add just a little more soy sauce. Once that's nice and sticky, we can let this go. Alright, we're going to add a... Ooh, that was way too hot. Normally you don't do this with butter in the pan this hot. You normally would add oil in a pan this hot, but again, I told you the struggle is real right now. We got to add what we got. So I took the noodles that I'd already cooked, the chicken flavored noodles. We're going to fry them just a little bit. And yes, normally I would have a little chopped onion, a little scallions in here. already. But like I say, the struggle is real. You use what you got. Don't go buy nothing. Cook them up, cook them up. For continuity, we're going to add the same flavors. A little bit of soy sauce. A little bit of sriracha. A little bit of Thai. And you just toss your noodles. And you're going to put those to the side. Well, now I've marinated my shrimp in the same flavors. There's the sriracha, the sweet Thai chili, just a hint of soy, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. I've let them marinate for a while. And normally when you go to the restaurant, they just fry them like this. But we're talking about hood cooking, being some good cooking. And I don't know about you, but I don't know nobody in the hood who don't like their shrimp breaded. I'm going to see if I can do it all with one hand. Marinate shrimp. Put it in the breading. Yeah, it's a little rough with one hand. But you bread your shrimp. And you go into the egg wash. That's same thing. Seasoned with a little bit of those same flavors. It's just egg. I put a teaspoon of milk and the same flavors. And you double flour your shrimp. Now, because this is not easy with one hand, I'll be right back. Tongs, one for the raw, one for the cooked, your breaded shrimp, your finished sauce, and some hot oil. My sweet wife found me some old fish grease, so we going with that. Get your shrimp down in the oil. Let them go a little while, get done. Cook the breading through. Doesn't take the shrimp themselves that long, but the breading has to get done. Once the breading is done, they go off into the already prepared chili sauce. And on top of those good noodles, or some rice. If you don't have the noodles, you can always do a little rice. I know most of us got a little bit of rice around the house. All right. Into the sauce. Mix it up, mix it up. Lord have mercy. That's what I'm talking about. That's the Thai chili prawn. Thai chili prawns. Right there over some spicy noodles. Now you could have added a little bit of carrot and peas to your noodles. Or a little bit of sauteed onions or scallops. Whatever you like, whatever you got in your refrigerator, in your pantry. This is how Phat Daddy does Thai chili prawns while the struggle is real. Now that's what I'm talking about. That was delicious. That was delicious. You don't find that no better. Hood food is good food. The struggle may be real, but it don't mean you gotta stop eating. Y'all always remember Daddy knows best. And don't you ever forget, Daddy loves you no matter what. Phat Daddy's in the house. 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 Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Phat Daddy's in the house. What's good, good people?